He ain't even play me like that, big dog.
All right, we sit here listening to some great music. I'm telling you, Roy and Revelation, Friday the 28th, coming out with brand new project entitled The Book of Revelation. So I know y'all wondering why this trio is here. Darrell Luster, Roy Ladson, and Harvey Watkins Jr. It's not that we're getting ready to start a new group. It's not because I don't really want to take Harvey away from the Canton Spirituals. I don't want to take Roy away from Revelation. But Harvey is, in my opinion, the king of quartet. And Harvey, just take it.
Well, hey man, I'm here because I want everybody to support my boy. On the 28th is his new CD release, and we actually love Roy. My whole group, we support his. And y'all go get his CD, download it, whatever you do, get it from social media. It's there. It's gonna be in all outlets. That's right.
Yes, sir. January 28th. And yours too.
Mine too. But we ain't talking about mine. We talking about you. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm excited about it. This song we listening to right here.
Yeah.
We actually got that from when you and your father.
That's my dad is.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did. I like that.
That let you know like you're one of my favorites.
Thank you, son.
You know that.
I appreciate that, man.
I always take you.
Yeah, we talk all the time on the phone.
Yes.
I told him the other day, I said, I don't make me whoop you. But I was just kidding, man. I can't whoop you. But I want y'all to support, not only just Roy, support the new wave of gospel.
Yeah.
Hey, they're coming and they can sing. Support them. And hey, congratulations to you, man.
Thank you.
But, let me ask you, Harvey, because you said something a little earlier, and I appreciate you coming back, being who you are, to see a young group coming up like that and saying you endorse that. I really appreciate that. I mean, why didn't you just say no? I don't want to do it.
Well, because I've been the same age Roy is, and I wanted so bad for a lot of the groups to endorse me, but they didn't. So I never wanted to be that way because I'm not insecure, and there's room for everybody. Come on. Let's all do this. It's plenty. God is big. He's not small.
Yeah.
Amen. Our gifts come from Him. He's gonna bless you. So you just do your thing. Anything I ever do for you, just give me a call.
Yes, sir. Again, thank y'all too for the opportunity to be able to come in and do another great album. Our style is different.
That's right.
But we just trying to get in where we fit in so that our music will be heard abroad.
Different is good.
Oh yeah, I believe that. I definitely believe that.
Different is good. You're gonna do very good.
You're doing a great job, and the people will let you know that they love you, and they accept you, and just we talk about he's got, for some reason he got that boyish charm, and people just
hey, and I'm telling you something else. This little rascal got a hit record. What's the first hit record you had?
Well, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the Lord has already blessed you. He already looking at you.
That's right.
So come on with it, man. You got what it takes to really go far and really be a blessing to a lot of your peers. Hey, man, you can do good.
That's the goal. And I want them to see, even though I'm young and we all make mistakes, I want them to see.
Believe it.
I do want.
I'm the king of that too, of making mistakes.
I want them to know that it is a ministry first.
Yes, sir.
It ain't about me or how well the band play or how well the group sing. It is about Christ first. Because without Him, I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to write. I wouldn't be able to sing. I wouldn't be able to just do the little bit that I've done.
But make no mistake about it. If the Lord wants somebody to play for Him, you don't want nobody that can't play.
Oh, that's right.
We are representative. We're His mouth, His feet, His hands.
Everything.
We are that is us. So you bring it. Bring everything you got. And I tell you what, you do it from your heart, and the Lord will bless you. He will make a way when it don't even look like there's no way.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Because everybody that start out with you is not gonna finish with you.
Oh yeah.
So you just do your thing, and do it from your heart.
Yes, sir.
Roy,
To 28.
What was the concept of the Book of Revelation? Like, what's the concept of the whole album? You think?
When the group first started, I wasn't the lead singer. I was the bass player. And
You were too.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
my cousin, who was the lead singer, actually came up with the name, and he called it, Revelation. So my mama sat us down at the kitchen table, and she said the reason why this name would be big is because a lot of people, they are afraid to read Revelation because it talked about the last and evil days and the fire and the mark of the beast. So like one of our first songs talked about life, which was The Blame Is On Me. It was on our very first album that kind of like at home gave us a little buzz. But then like I always asked God when we were writing something, I don't want a song that just had a good feeling or the music, because the music feel good, if the words ain't saying nothing, I didn't feel like it was a song that would cross over or reach the point. So in this album, I think every song that we're singing, I wasn't trying to, have a lot of fancy music. Wasn't trying to do a lot of fancy runs. I just wanted to talk about life or what's going to happen after life. But just be simple, but still talk about what's going to be in the Book of Revelation.
Where did the song Pull Together come from?
Oh man, Pull Together came from, I'm an old soul. So like when I say old soul, anything old from Santa Cruz.
You are that. Joe Simon. Willie Banks.
Oldest Red. So, and like one of my favorite scenes is, in my movie is Malcolm X, when he's riding in the car, and just before he, was assassinated. But what happened was I was sitting at home and had the bass guitar and lead guitar, and I started singing because this was during the time where COVID had just getting ready to come in, but at the same time, George Floyd had just got killed. So going back from George Floyd to Trayvon Martin, and then the other ones that were just going down with the police brutality, I felt like the world was being divided by just so much negativity. So what we needed to do as people was just pull together. It didn't matter what color you were. It didn't matter if you was rich, if you was poor. Everybody needs somebody, and that's where the song Pull Together came from.
That's good.
That is great. Now, something happened on this record that I can say from a record company standpoint that I haven't seen in a long time, probably since your live in Memphis, and that is that we put out a single, Pull Together, because of what was going on at the time. And as that did what it did, and then that started dying, you started doing concerts and pulled out another song off of the project. And then I started getting calls from radio announcers everywhere saying, I don't have this song. You know what I'm saying? That's an organic way of making things really happen. So that lets you know that people really wanted to hear that. Now, what was that song, and how did you do that?
That song is called I Still Got Joy. My brother is the brains on that one. I was riding home one day and he called me. He said, "Man, I got something I need you to hear." And when he told me to hear that, this time it was raw. It was just guitar and maybe, I think, drums. And he played the bass on it that day. And after he let me hear it and we sung it together that day, I felt like then that was a song, because after all you've been through, COVID-19, unemployment, depression, death with family members, and you're still living, like, for some reason you should still have some kind of joy. Yeah. For the joy of the Lord is our strength. And at that point in time, no matter what it is, it might not look like what it, and every day ain't gonna be Sunday, but I still got joy.
That's right.
So what you say, Harvey?
You know what? I love it. I love to hear young people talk. But I want to tell you, those of you that scared of the Book of Revelation, if you look in the 24th chapter, it'll tell you that God will wipe away all tears.
Yeah.
And there'll be no more crying, no more sorrow, no more pain. for those things will be passed away. I know you ain't scared of that.
No. Especially not when God is involved.
Do your stuff. When the Lord call you to sing, He got you. Anything that He co-signed, He paid for it. Anything. If He co-signed it, He paid for it. You ain't even got to pay, because if it's His will, it's His bill.
There you go.
You stay with it.
I'm
Love
gonna
you,
use
man.
that now. I love you too. I appreciate
That's
it.
good. They call that sharing. You say you gonna use that?
I'ma use
They call that sharing on Facebook.
Sharing.
Go on, hit the share button.
Yes.
Hey, Roy, so people have seen you. You've been all over the country. You've been, different places, all the stages, and you get up and you do your thing every night. But what don't they know about Roy?
Oh, well,
What would they be surprised to know about Roy?
Well, I mean, I guess it's not surprising. Everybody know that my father is a dynamic pastor.
And he's a church boy.
I'm definitely a church boy. I'm a mama's boy. I love, what I do. During the time, this can be very touching for me, because I just told somebody just the other day. I said that I look back at when I got sick.
Yeah.
And I always say that, it's a scary feeling for me at times, because when I do hit stage, I always ask God to prepare me, so if it is my last time, not saying that it would be, but if I'm ever serious about anything, in which I take the word of God or ministry strong, either way it go, if it's just at Bible study or at church, or just going with Daddy to hear him preach, I take it strong. But it's just something about from when I had that sickness, when I hit stage, my mindset automatically just goes to just what if this is my last time.
Wow.
Yes, sir. So that's, and I pray for just like leadership, guidance, humbleness. I pray for that, because I feel like God only give you what you can handle. I also feel like the same way He bless you, He could take it away. So I always just want to stay in His will, so He'll bless me the way that He want to bless me.
It's good to always be able to have a spiritual foundation. So we can tell that you were raised up under a ministry, and that's a good thing, because just getting out on stage and singing and but having nothing, that's the reason why I feel like you do as well as you do, because there's a foundation there. Wouldn't you say, Harvey?
Yes, sir.
Not perfect, but I'm striving for perfection.
Who is perfect?
Yeah, find that person. Find that person and send them our way. Yeah,
Got that right.
They in glory if they are. But again, January the 28th, these two guys got CDs coming out. Get them both. Make it a part of your gospel music library. And I don't care how you consume music, whether it's Spotify, whether it's Pandora, whatever it is, Apple Music, Google Play, get the music. You'll be blessed by it. I'm telling you, do that. Harvey, encourage them to get it one more time.
Thanks for everything that you've done for our ministry. And I'm honored to be here with you, son. God bless you. And hey, make sure on the 28th y'all go and get Raw Revelation new CD. God bless you. Keep us in prayer.